When you get into the wild, the first thing you want to sight is a tiger. But you do not sight a tiger for more than a safari. The first question that comes up is, what is the best season to sight a tiger? Before we get started with the video, if you are someone who is planning to visit a tiger reserve or national park post this lockdown, this video is right for you. Do like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Tigers have been sighted on heavy monsoon when the rains have just poured. Tigers have been sighted on scorching summer heat. Tigers have been sighted on cold winter mornings. Tigers have been sighted during dawn and dusk. Sighting a tiger has happened on all time. But there is one particular time that you actually want to sight a tiger, and the answer is right here for you. Why do we feel that only wildlife photographers get to sight a tiger each time they are in the wild? But when you go in as a tourist, you do not get to sight a tiger. Have you ever felt so? Let me tell you my personal story. The first time I went on a wildlife safari, the first thing I sighted was a tiger before anything else. And for the next 20 to 30 drives, I never sighted a tiger. In many drives, I never even spotted or sighted even the common herbivores of the forest. When we are talking about this, you should know wildlife photography is a genre of photography which deals with 80% of luck and 20% of your skills. Wildlife photography is always filled with surprises. Nature leaves you with surprises all the time. Let me answer this question for you. Why does tourists do not get to sight a tiger as much as wildlife photographers do? Consider these things before you conclude. The number of times you visit that particular jungle. When you are a tourist, you visit that jungle once in 4 years or once in a year, whereas wildlife photographers visit 2 to 3 times a month. So the number of times actually matters. So in the 2 to 3 times in a month they visit, they get to sight a tiger once. So the probability of sighting a tiger is approximately 1 by 10th. I wouldn't say it is a fair thing to actually compare a tourist who is visiting once a year or once in 4 years and does just one safari and comparing him with someone who does 2 to 3 safaris a month. So it is not a fair thing to compare a tourist and a wildlife photographer. He tries all possible combinations, all the seasons, all the timings, and end up in one lucky safari where he gets to have a good sighting of a tiger and create some amazing image. The attention you give in the wild. When you are out for a safari, be honest to yourself. Do you actually keep quiet and then look out for species such as tigers or leopards or elephant, or even ask the guides or the naturalists who are with you on your vehicle, like how do they find the particular tiger at that point? The answer would be no. Most of us just sit back happily waiting for the naturalist or the driver to do their job. Understand, even they are humans. They cannot be 100 out of 100 all the time. There are chances they even miss out on sighting at some point. It is not always. At times it may also happen. So there is a chance of you missing out on a particular sighting. So I would recommend you to make sure you interact with the naturalist at the earlier point. Learn on what you should actually be doing in that particular safari time in that vehicle. Look out for signs and help the naturalist in making your role also happen. So this would increase your chance of sighting a tiger in that particular jungle, which is very much necessary. There can hardly be a wildlife photographer who has been successful in all his safaris, and he has tried all his combinations in and out in several timings and seasons and ended up in one safari that he has got too lucky to sight a tiger. So before you ask this particular question on how does a wildlife photographer get to sight a tiger but not a tourist, think if you have actually done these things. But these are the only things you should be following if you are a tourist. But if you are a wildlife photographer, I have something more for you. If you are watching this video until now, do hit the like button and comment down below what is your best season to sight a tiger. Personally, I have been to the wild. I love lush green color backgrounds, but this happens only during the monsoon seasons. So sighting a tiger during the monsoon season is very tough. Why do I say that? Is because tigers stay in dense forest. So when there is a huge amount of monsoon rain that flows in, there is a lot of water stagnation here and there in the jungle. So it is not that only we drink the highly purified waters. Tigers can drink even the water on the puddle. So if they have small amount of puddle of water right in front of the place where they are staying, they can drink that water and get back to their den. But in summer, all this water gets dried up and there is only a natural water source such as a river or a dam or a water hole that is built by the department where the water stays. So the tiger comes to that particular place to drink water. So the sighting of a tiger during summer is very high. So I would actually prefer you to get on the wild to sight a tiger, and the chances of sighting a tiger in summer is higher when compared to that of monsoon. So try your luck during all the seasons. Getting a tiger in summer is not easier, but it is easier compared to the season of monsoon. Try your luck with wildlife photography. Keep this knowledge in your mind when you are planning for your tour next. We'll come up with an amazing video. Until then, stay tuned.